this chilly afternoon as we fire up our sport by confirming the British blockbuster, the acrimonious duel that so many sports fans have been waiting for year after year is on. Finally, the green light for two of our finest modern gladiators and former world rulers, the Olympic star, fast, talented and popular Amir Khan on one side, and KELL Brooke, the supremely gifted, hard-hitting Winkerbank treasure on the other. There is, ladies and gentlemen, no love lost. There is no certainty as to who will win. There is immense pride and firepower on the line, and quite simply, after all their boxing triumphs over the years, this is the fight at night which both Amir Khan and KELL Brooke will be remembered for. February the 19th, in the electric Manchester Arena, live on Sky Sports box office. Stand by for a roller coaster as we find out, all of us fight fans, once and for all, if it's Khan or if it's Brooke. Let's get straight to the fighters. KELL, good afternoon. When the fight was finally signed, after you've chased it for so long, what were the emotions?
Adam, you know how long this has been going on. I mean, 17 years this has been talked about. Even the negotiations, it's been unbelievably hard work. You know, it's on, it's been off, it's been on, it's been off, but you know, finally got it across the line, and you know, I'm ecstatic that the fans are going to see this fight, what they've wanted to see for years. And I'm just sick of people coming up to me saying, when are you going to fight, when's it happening? Now we've got a date, February 19th in Manchester. And that's when Amir Khan hits the deck for the final time.
Tell us why there is such bitterness, such hatred really, through the years.
It started from us original promoters back in the day. You know, we've always had it that we were going to be fighting each other, you know, but he's always seemed to veer off. He's never given me no respect. He's never acknowledged me. You know, he's never, you know, he's saying fight this guy and I'll fight you. Win a world title, I'll fight you. He's always run away, and I think it's come to, you know, this part of his career, you know, where there's nowhere else for him to run. You know, so now he wants to fight. This is the biggest fight out there for him, the biggest money fight, and there's nowhere else for him to go. So this is when he wants it now. So it's been so frustrating for me. I've been wanting this for many years.
Amir, have you been running? Have you been ducking him? Have you got no respect for KELL Brooke?
I mean, the respect there, you know, I respect him as a fighter. I think he's been there. He's fought a big name down there. But to be honest with you, I'm never been one to be scared of any fighter. I mean, look, in my last 10 fights, if you look at them, in the last 10 years, I've fought two of the best pound for pound fighters. Maybe got beat, but still, you know, I'm fighting the best out there. Never ran from KELL. Never needed to. Obviously, what I've achieved in the sport speaks for itself. And but look, we're here now. There's no point crying about the past. I mean, at that time in the past, I didn't think he deserved the fight. But now it's come to a stage where I'm waiting to give him a good shot right in the face. You know what I mean? I want to put him in his place. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you know, all that talking he's been giving, all the big talk he's been saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Come Feb 19, you know, it's going to be time to see what he's going to do and how he's going to back them words up.
Why don't you think he's deserved this fight? I mean, you shared a ring many years ago when you were both in young England. You've obviously known his quality. Why not give him a fight till now?
I mean, look, it's like I'm coming levels down taking this fight. I've fought the best around the world. I've conquered America, and for me to give the British fans this fight, I am coming levels down because you know, people want to see this fight. People want to see me punch him in the face. That's what they're going to see. You know, he's done his bit in boxing, but it's my time now to put him in his place and hopefully move on to bigger and better things.
Former world champion, you've done so much for the sport, KELL, but levels and levels below?
Well, you know, I think cool hand. You know, I think he needs to go back to believing he's a celebrity. You know, and he went on jungle.
I mean, being a celebrity,
I know, but
being
you're getting knocked clean out. I can't wait. This is my first fight. This fight. Forget all that. Forget my legacy. Forget the fight. I'm gonna knock you spark out.
You'll see what
I'm gonna knock you spark out. You're getting it. You're getting it.
It's easy to talk a big game. It's easy to talk a big game, yeah. And you know when you keep saying,
watch what happens to you. I'm gonna look over you and say, I told you, Amir. I'm gonna look over and you knock spark out and say, I told you. I told you, levels below you.
You finished. I mean, you always have that bitterness in you that, oh, you live in a celebrity life, because you know what's got me to this celebrity life is my performance, is the way I am as a fighter.
It's not from the other days, from the amateurs, you know.
That's what got me to this position. You know what I mean? So if I was a bad boxer, if I wasn't good, I wouldn't have been in this position. What I've done in the sport, you know what I mean? So it seems to me you're very bitter on that side.
Not bitter. You have no respect. You never acknowledge me saying, oh, is I've heard you say, oh, is that? Many years ago, you know exactly what you're gonna know I'm gonna retire you. It's fine.
We know what you've done. Listen, you're half retired now anyway.
Yeah, what are you?
So don't start giving the big ones down. But look, and you will see Feb 19. You're gonna do shit. What I'm telling you, you're not gonna do shit. Trust me. You give the big talk. You give the big talk, but like I said, we'll see what happens on the night. But like, you better get in that gym and start training. You look well overweight as you are now.
We're fighting in 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
I'll be ready. Don't you worry.
Listen, 10. Listen, 10. So get the date right first. Pull someone at the back and say, oh, you know what? I can't make weight. What not? But look, 147 was the weight you wanted. You still there. You still don't play.
There's no title on the line.
So why does the title be a both 147 fighters?
If you're that good, why does it need to be a weight? Why does it need to be a weight? There's no title on the line. Why do you need to be a welterweight? Why do you need to come down to these weights? Why? Because there's no title on the line. You're trying to corner it. You're trying to corner it.
You've said numerous times, Amir, I will come down to any weight to fight you. You said that, and I posted on my Twitter, but you didn't. You complaining about making 147. But me, obviously giving the British people the fight. If you want to go at 149, no problem.
I bent over back for your demands, your coming out second. It's you.
Well, listen,
just to get in the ring.
You got the fight. You got the fight, didn't you? You got the fight, didn't you? You got the fight. Listen, like I'm coming levels down to fight you. Remember, I'm coming levels down to fight you.
You reckon?
100% I am.
You reckon?
Yes, I am.
What, from Billy Day? What do you mean? What do you mean the levels down?
You know, give me the Billy Good fight. Just for you guys.
Sparked out.
Listen, just to Billy Good fight. I'm telling you, look, you would not say no to that. When you get offered 10 million quid for a fight, Billy Good, confidence booster. 10 million quid for a confidence booster. I'm a price fighter.
Some featherweights are not getting like Gomez and put you down.
I'm a price fighter. I'm a price fighter. You're going to knock him by a jab. You're going to knock him by a jab. Don't start giving me by a jab.
You look for a way out. Quitting that fight, you.
Man, you got knocked out by a jab, so stop giving me the
I like it. I love that press.
We'll see what you do on February 19th. There's no point giving the big one now. You know, everyone can talk. We'll see what you bring to the table. We'll see what you bring on the table on February 19th.
Kel, how much does this mean to you throughout your whole career, this one fight?
This is ice not cake, this is the grudge match. This is the fight where I want. I'm beating with best pound for pound fighters. So this is ice not cake. This is what I need. This fight. You know, I'm sick of everyone asking me about this fight. We've got this fight now.
You sure you're not doing it for the payday?
Huh?
You sure you're not doing it for the payday? Me, I got balls, man. I'm alright. Trust me, I don't need to work.
Are you sure?
Listen, I'm alright. I'm God gifted.
You sure?
You're not coming in for the payday because you don't get
This is an easy fight for me. Easy, you're easy.
Okay,
we're gonna see.
After the fight, I'm asking the same question. Look,
I'm not sure the same question. I'm not sure the same.
100%.
You're getting knocked clean out. You ain't know who I am after that. You've been knocked concussed, knocked out.
We'll see.
So, Amir, why do you take the fight? Money's fine.
I took the fight, you know what? Because in Britain, it's the biggest fight ever. Look, take away the AJ and Fury fight. I think that's the biggest fight in Britain. But apart from that, it has to be the rivalry fight between myself and Kel. It's been talked about everywhere. People talk about it. People want to see that fight. And I decided that, look, we should make that fight happen. At the end of the day, we should put our egos to a side and say, let's put the gloves on and take it out of it. Look, I'm respecting you, the fighter. You know, at the end of the day, anyone to jump, whoever goes into that square circle, you have to give them credit. You're putting your life on the line. Kel signed, we signed, and now it's time.
So there is some respect.
Well, it's the first time I've had any respect from him. But believe you me, after this fight, you know, if he can't remember my name, it will give me respect when it comes round.
Is it about bragging rights as
Of
well?
course it's about bragging rights, you know, I'm still the best welterweight in Britain. And I'm sure everyone who's going to watch this fight, everyone's going to watch this fight because of the grudge match, because of the history in running away and never wanted the fight. You know,
Man, I was never running away, Kel.
why did that fight not
I was
happen?
campaigning in America. I was fighting the
Why didn't it happen till
I
now?
was fighting the bigger names. I was fighting the bigger fights. My dream was always to fight in America, to become a.
You don't want to lose to another Brit, that's what it is. You'll fight these Mexicans and all the other fights.
Bigger fights.
Get it?
Bigger fights in America.
No, but this is the fight the fans want. We want this.
Yeah,
We're on this table for the fans. So I want to give the fight to the fans. Why they took till now for the fans to have it? I want to give back to the fans for many years.
Regardless, it was then or now. They're getting out there. That's the main thing. They're doing it for the fans now. You know what I mean? So they're happy we're going to give them a massive fight. Come Feb 19, we're both going to perform our best. And we're going to be ready for it. I mean, it's going to be finals.
Just make sure you turn up. Don't. Cause
Me?
this is a big thing for you to
Which fight have I never turned
No,
up?
but you've been this fight. Listen, you make sure you turn up for that.
Listen, you better if you stay quiet. Because there's shit you know. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So you better stay quiet because
Amir Kell says he'll knock you out. You going to knock him out?
this fight ain't going to go to 12 rounds. Alright, and obviously Kel's gonna say I got this, I got chocolate brownies, you can go shit. we ain't got nothing. We see what happens on the night. Listen, I'm not gonna give a prediction, but like I said, one prediction I'm gonna say is that it's not gonna go 12.
How important is it that it's in Manchester, that it's in Britain, that it's the biggest fight of next year?
So there was huge deals on the table. Dubai was interested in doing this fight, Saudi Arabia, but we wanted this fight to be in the UK, and obviously to have Sky on board for this is amazing. And I think it's very important to have it in the UK, you know, for the British fans, give them the chance to see it live instead of it being a different hours in the days. But yeah, I mean, to have them, give them a chance to come and enjoy the fight and see the fight will be massive, you know. So being in Manchester, the Amir Arena, where I've had some great experiences. It's going to be right there, and not far from either of us. Obviously, Kel's from Sheffield, which is not far, and I'm from Bolton, so it's literally in between.
Kell, the Battle of the North, Lancashire-Yorkshire rivalry as well. It's got everything, hasn't it?
I boxed Matthew Arnold like War of the Worlds, and this one obviously blinds it, and it's to see what the King of the North is in.
Have you been dreaming of this night? I mean,
We talk every time we beat each other at this fight, but you know, it's a fight that I'm so happy that the fans are finally going to get. I can't wait to start training camp, and like I said, this is my first fight. Forget me winning world titles. This fight to me means everything. I can't wait, you know.
and you're training out with Terence Crawford in America, and you're ready for it.
Yeah, definitely. My training camp's well started. We've been training the last couple of months. I go to America tomorrow to start my camp properly. Got a great team there. Beaumont couldn't make it. Obviously, he had someone in the family passed away, so he couldn't make it. But yeah, camp's going to be good. It's going to be hard, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. You know, it's going to be tough, but it's what I like.
You're excited about this
I
one?
mean, I'm really excited. You know, I definitely have to be excited. You know, I've got Kell on the side screaming like a bitch, but I'm going to be ready, man. This for me is a massive fight. I'm not going to say it's like a world title fight, because obviously I fought bigger names and better names, but it's a big fight.
Same here.
It's a big fight where I'm going to just, and you know the thing is, he's giving the big talk that I'm this, I'm like you'll see on Feb 19th how I played and schooled this guy. Just like the early days when I used to school him. Why did I got picked for the Olympic team? Because I was schooling KELL BROOK with one hand. I used to be going to the training camp and the coaches tell me, Amir, just use one hand against him now.
Yeah, he's so devoted. That guy is so devoted.
Which
You're
hand
being
do you
it too hard, Amir. You're being it too hard.
The jab on the left
You're being it
hook
too
and the
hard.
uppercut, and they go, it's just for the jab. And I just school him with the jab.
They didn't dream well.
Till I got
You're being it too hard.
1, 2, left hook, right hand, uppercut. Oh, you had it. Trust me, you are going to get it.
You're being it too hard, man. You know what happened in that sparring.
What? I got picked. So
Yeah,
if you was schooling me,
the politics in the sport, they don't like the English style where they had like.
How is politics in amateur boxing?
That's what their actual
Are you saying ABA, Amateur Boxing Association, is corrupt? Are you trying to sell that? Politics. It can't be. It's all about. No, it's easy. When you look at a sparring session, you think, wait a minute, that poor kid, which you were using playing the blue corner, getting battered, and you think, you can't put him inside a championship or send him abroad to get beat. I mean, that's the reason I got picked, because I was schooling you all the time.
You haven't schooled all mate.
Great, isn't it? A little bit of tension up here. The man who put it together, boxing CEO Ben Shalom.
I think we've just seen why this fight never happened. The past 5 months have been exhausting with both teams to try and get this over the line.
I mean, it's not the main reason that it happened, because he was so jealous about my career. I mean, it was the jealousy more than anything. He hates what I've got.
It's been difficult, and so to have it, to finally get over the line, this was something, we have a massive commitment to the British sport when we got in with Sky, and we made Eubank Williams, and we're bringing Josh Taylor back to the UK, but this was just a dream come true. We got two icons of the sport, but most importantly, they're still the two best welterweights in this country by a long way. You know, I think people forget that by a long way, and so, you know, this is a massive fight for us to be involved in, and to be honest, I just want to say thank you to the fighters, because they had offers from everywhere, and I believe you, me, I'm sure Terry will get them out later, from everywhere, and they could have taken more money, they could have done it in different countries, but both of them independently, not agreeing with each other, wanted it in the UK, and to have it at the Manchester Arena, my hometown as well, is a huge thing for the British sport. It's a huge thing for the fans, and I think I'm so excited. This got to be the biggest fight outside, as Amir said, AJ Fury. So yeah, fair play to both fighters for finally getting this on for us.
Let's bring Dan in, representing boxer, but a fight fan to the core as well. Is this about legacy, this fight? Is it about who and what will be remembered come February the 20th?
I think so. Regardless of who both of them have fought, they've always been compared to one another. Always seems to come back to them two. And you can see why it's a genuine dislike for each other. They don't get on. You can see why it hasn't been made over the years, but now we have it. And it has all the familiar symptoms of a classic, in my opinion. It has two huge names, two former world champions, two fighters who are willing to go up and face the most feared fighters in the sport. And most importantly, I think it's always been a fight that's had fans split on who the winner would be. We've never had the answer, and now we're going to get the answer.
Adam, there's a lot of fake rivalry in this sport, but the reason this fight never happened was it meant too much. I think world titles, I think everyone's, you know, Kell's gone and fought 2 weights above against Golovkin, Amir's gone and fought Canelo, they've won world titles, they've done everything. But this fight just meant too much to both fighters. So to have it now, this is more than world titles, this is legacy. This is something that Amir will be remembered for, and this is something that Kell will be remembered for. And that's why this is such a massive fight. And yeah, I can't wait.
It's fantastic to have both dads up here on the top table, who I'm sure have lived and breathed through this over the last 15, 20 years. Let's go to Terry first. Terry, I've seen some of the posters in your house, and it's always been that the Amir Khan name has been out there for you to sort of hunt down with your son, with Kell. So when you finally got it together, when all these months and months of negotiations were over, what was the household like then?
I won't say I know everybody's obviously emphatic, you know, that it's got made, you know, from a very young age. I think it were when Kell, you know, down about the 18 mark. I remember big articles in Boxing News which used to stand on the wall at the shop I used to run at the time. I used to keep a big scaffold on there, and in them days it were better than Amir Khan. You know, the comparisons were drawn then, because right back from the early amateur days, you know, Amir used to win the ABAs, you know,